What's going on, guys? Bobby with Consumer Time Capsule, back with another review for you here. And today we're trying something that is totally different. It's the Taste Tournament, and we will be pitting all 12 brand new flavors of Lay's potato chips against one another. It's all the regional Tastes of America chips that they just came out with. We've got 4 different brackets to bring you guys over the course of the next 4 days. Essentially, if you guys haven't heard about it yet, Lay's kind of figured out what every region's, I guess, preferred flavors of potato chips would be, and they rolled them all out at once, but any given market is just going to get like a different combination of chips, so we had to figure out some way to tackle all 12 of these that we got on our hands. So we've got the Northeast bracket, Etz Ketchup, New England Lobster Roll, Chesapeake Bay Crab Spice, so that's going to be a matchup. Then we've got the, I guess the, what do you think, the Southeast bracket? Southeast bracket, Pimento Cheese, Cajun Spice, and fried green tomatoes. That's a wavy variety, one of the 3 wavy varieties in the group. Then we've got kind of the Southwest sort of bracket. You got bacon wrapped jalapeno popper, another wavy variety. Fried pickles with ranch and chili con queso. And last but not least, we kind of have the grab bag region, but it's mostly like Southwest. We got, well, with the Thai sweet chili and the West Coast truffle fries. And then just randomly, we got the deep dish pizza. So basically one city is represented. That's just totally an oddball. Nonetheless, we're going to be doing this taste tournament over the course of the next 4 reviews for the first round, starting today. And then on Monday, part 5 is going to have the 4 winners of each bracket head to head to head to head. And we're going to figure out who is the taste tournament champion for 2018, at least as far as Lay's are concerned. So hope that you guys like chips, because we're going to be eating so many of them, starting pretty much right now. Ryan, are you ready for this?
Let's get into it.
Let's do this. And we're back with the Southeast regional bracket of the Taste Tournament with all 12 of the Lay's Taste of America chips. So for this first batch, we have got a wavy variety. This is fried green tomatoes. Then we're going to be getting into some Cajun Spice. Gotta love that nice purple bag. And Pimento Cheese. We have very little insight on what actual pimento cheese is. We have not done our homework on this one. But super excited to try all 3 varieties here. I'd say this one's kind of a coin flip. What do you think, Ryan? Who's the early front runner? What's your prediction?
Favorite? Probably Cajun.
Your fantasy bracket winner.
Fantasy bracket Cajun. The wavy
I would say that too.
Wavy.
But man, it's going to be tough. Well, I say let's just jump right into wavy. Our load-bearing Chef Boyardee throwback recipe cans. These are available now too. Not quite interesting enough for a review because it's all the same stuff that's already Chef Boyardee all the time. Let's give these fried green tomato chips a try. You know, I'm not really smelling a whole lot different than most other chips. I guess there is a little bit of, there's a little bit of kind of acidity to it, a little bit, and a little bit of, yeah, that kind of fried batter kind of scent. I can get that, but really doesn't seem like all that strong of a scent. So, you know, these could be good. They were a part of the 2017 Do Us a Flavor competition. They did not win, but, you know, hey, not everybody likes fried green tomatoes. They're not really all that well covered. Ryan, why don't you go ahead and grab yourself some of these chips. Cheers, man. Don't forget what that flavor tastes like, because this is important. I like these a lot. Yeah. They have like a kind of sweetness to them. Just kind of nice, kind of surprising a little bit. You know, I like them. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
You get a little hint of the kind of tomato-ish flavor, but it's very heavily reliant on the batter aspect of a fried green tomato, which is a really difficult flavor to apply to a potato chip. So, cheers to Lay's for even trying that one. And then I guess they put so much brain power into that to begin with that they insisted on bringing it back to for the very next year's chips that we're trying today. Now we got the Cajun Spice. So Cajun Spice has been I guess implemented in other Lay's chips before, but in terms of it actually being its own standalone flavor, this is their first attempt at that. There was like a Cajun Spice and herb, like kettle cooked flavor before. You know, once again, not as strong of a scent as I would have anticipated. This is kind of what they look like inside. They definitely have a lot more color to them relative to what the fried green tomato did. So Ryan, why don't you grab a handful of those and let's see how they stack up. See, like I said, it's a very like orangish, brownish chip. Okay. You put them all, you crush them all at once, right? I gotta tell you, when I tasted just the one chip, it did taste a little bit plain, but then I put them all together. It's definitely Cajun spiced, but it's not as pronounced of a flavor as I expected. I do kind of like it.
It's a dry rub.
It's definitely a dry rub.
I'm kind of accustomed to a Zapp's crunch with a Cajun chip.
These can't hold up to Cajun Crawtator through Zapp's. They just can't.
They're thin.
They're very thin. Really, they should have done more wavy chips. That's going to give these guys a nice advantage. We don't want to give any spoilers or anything, but yeah, the regular Lay's just don't really hold up to the wavy Lay's so far. But pimento cheese, and man, oh man, we got something going on here. This one is totally different. This is the first pimento cheese chip that I'm aware of in all of mankind. So smells a lot like just like a cheddar cheese kind of chip. Looks very familiar. Looks like a pretty safe inclusion. Got a crazy name, but it so far I'm not noticing anything that's super out of the ordinary with these. Once again, kind of an orangish hue to them. These are pretty good. It's like a sharp cheddar kind of flavor, maybe with a little bit of I could see like a little bit of maybe like some peppers in it. I mean, there's peppers on the bag. Maybe that's just the power of suggestion, but there's definitely some other kicker in there. What do you think, Brian?
It's got a very American cheese.
American cheese, okay. It's definitely a pretty familiar flavor. Not quite as wild of a taste as I imagine. I gotta say, man, are you ready to rank these things?
Stunning upset.
I gotta say it's a stunning upset. I mean, are we in agreement here? Okay, we are. So what I'm gonna say is that these are already in the appropriate order. I'm gonna say that number 3 is gonna go to pimento cheese. Now, because this will not be included in our tournament final on Monday, it's gonna get both its gimmick grade and its flavor grade right now. Gimmick grade, I mean, you gotta give it up. Pimento cheese Lay's, I think it's a great idea. I'm going to give that an 8.5 out of 10. I was super interested with this flavor. Ryan and I were both remarking like, man, like we're really interested to try that. Now here's the problem. You got into the execution, and it was just super basic. I mean, just super, I feel like this is any cheese flavored lay, pretty much. So, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, but to compete against 12 other chips, or even 2 other chips, it just isn't going to get the job done. So I can give it a 6 out of 10. You know, it's not off-putting. I could easily crush this bag, but it's just, it's not gonna last here. Now, Ryan, you made a very astute point about this next chip. The Cajun Spice, gonna get 2nd place in the Southeast bracket. Cajun Spice, I had the highest expectations for. As a matter of fact, before we ever even started this, I had predicted this might win. And it's not even getting out of the first round. So you gotta say, this is the first upset, the first underdog victory. I'm gonna give it 2nd place on today's Capsule Countdown and 2nd place in the Southeast region. This one, the gimmick is not quite as wild. You know, we've seen the Cajun Spice implemented in chips before, both with Lay's under different flavor names and titles, and through hers. But it is actually one of the more attractive packages. I do like it. I like the way that it looks. I'm gonna give the gimmick I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10, and I'm gonna give the taste a 6.5 out of 10. It's once again, this is a very similar story to the Pimento Cheese. The flavor is pretty good. I would eat a bag of it, but to be able to compete in this tournament, it's just not enough. For some reason, it really did become evident that there was not enough chip for the flavor. Like, the balance seemed off, and good but not good enough is essentially the story behind that chip. But not bad either. 1st place. Advancing to the championship round on Monday of the Lay's Taste of America Taste Tournament. Who'd have guessed it? Fried green tomatoes. And you know what? If you want my analysis for that, you're going to have to tune in to CTC review number 105 on Monday. That's going to be the finals. So advancing in the bracket for the Southeast, which is notated here, is going to be the wavy fried green tomato. And until next time, guys, make sure that you're going to check out the next 4 reviews because, you know, you can't watch just one. See, that's like a lace. I didn't even mean that until like halfway through, I was like, I'm rolling with this. You can't watch just one, so make sure you check out the next 4 reviews so that you're in the know about all these Flavor of America, or excuse me, what is it? Taste of America? Taste of America Lays. And guys, until next time, I will miss you until I see you. What region next? What are we going to do now?
Ooh, Northeast?
Northeast. Here's to you, Northeast. We'll see you soon.